Welcome back. So Cyber Monday sales broke online records, topping $7.9 billion yesterday, just in the day, making it the largest shopping day in U.S. history. Joining us right now to talk about the backdrop is Moody's lead retail analyst, Charlie O'Shea. Good to see you, Charlie. Thanks for joining us. Characterize the retail environment for us right now.
I think it's favorable. We just went positive with our sector outlook, which was the first time we'd been positive since 2015. One of the factors driving that was we finally put out a forecast for holiday sales, and I'd contrast that with our focus on operating income. So the top line is important, but it doesn't matter as much as what you put in the bank. We think 5 to 6% in sales growth for the holiday season. And again, it depends on where it goes and how much money the retailers make, but it looks like a pretty good season.
And what does 5 to 6% mean versus prior years?
We've never really focused on top line during the holiday, but I think you're looking at, in the past, 2 to 3.
Okay,
4 was considered pretty good. Yeah, so we're feeling pretty good about the consumer right now.
Well, how are promotions so far? I've read some analyst notes. It seems like they're about on par with last year, is what I've heard. So what are margins going to look like in the fourth quarter?
Well, on the pricing side, I think you're right. I think promotions have been not as extreme as we thought they might be. Today's a big day. If you go into a mall today and you see a retailer that was 50% off over the weekend and is now 60% off, something went wrong.
Oh.
Conversely, you go into the mall today or even on websites, and somebody that was half off over the weekend is now 30% off, they hit it pretty good. So as we go through the holiday, you've got a lot of expenses now that we're not used to seeing. Free shipping is a form of promotion. How much is that going to cost? Amazon's probably going to spend about $15 billion this year on shipping-related expenses, and that's absorbed costs. That's not the total. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with margins. We've had wages going up. There's a lot of factors involved here, but again, we're operating income focused, so that's what we're really going to care about.
How do you size up how tax cuts played into this? Households got big income tax cuts at the beginning of the year. Are they spending the money? Are they saving the money? How much financial strength does it give them?
I think the consumer is spending that money. In the past, when we've seen, for instance, fuel prices dropping, we haven't seen the surge in spending. This has been a really good year for retail, and I think you're going to see it continue. The question for us is, did the consumer outspend themselves during the first part of the year, the first 10 months of the year? Do they have anything left for the holiday? And we think they do. We think there's been, there's some pent-up demand going into the holiday this year that we haven't seen in the past.
Why the downdraft in all the retail stocks? Good day for them yesterday, but major sell-off, like double-digit sell-off in big names in the month of November. Is that concerns about the over-promotion, about the margins, or investors looking into next year and really worrying about the tax cuts disappearing and kind of that real tailwind consumers have had going away?
I think what you've had is many stocks priced for perfection. And there's one stock out there that's dropped a little bit, and that's Amazon. But Amazon's got a shareholder base that really doesn't seem to care that much about profits. They're more concerned about top-line growth and what AWS does.
It's worked for them so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every other retailer does not have that largesse, I would call it. So when a retailer comes out and says, our margins are going to drop a little bit because we have to make investments. Look at what happened to Walmart in October of 2015. Doug McMillon goes on stage at the stock exchange, says we're going to spend X dollars over the next 3 years. This is going to be the margin impact. And the world erupted. The equity analysts went crazy. The stock got hammered. Those investments pay off. In order to build an online business, you're not going to beat Amazon, but you've got to get a little more competitive. It costs a lot of money, and it takes a lot of time. And that's something that the equity markets need to understand.
20 years is kind of sort of finally getting it right.
Yeah.
They've literally had 2 decades to figure it out, and they have not done a great job. It's better, but it's still not there.
Every brick and mortar retailer that has the ability to spend money and to make the investments is doing it, and I think for the most part they will succeed. A lot of them got off to slow starts. We put a piece out in 2012 that talked about where the CapEx spend had been, for instance, and it had been on stores. So we're talking about really a 5 or 6 year run for brick and mortar online. And a lot of them are doing really well. Some are lagging. Those that are lagging are the ones that don't have the flexibility, they don't have the balance sheet, they don't have the cash position, they don't have the liquidity.
Which retailer's in the best position right now, in your view?
Walmart.
What's in the worst position?
Anybody in our CAA range, so I'll throw 3 names out. Sears, obviously. J. Crew is down in CAA land, and Neiman is in CAA land.
It's interesting you'd say the #1 is Walmart, not Amazon. Well, financially speaking, that obviously that makes sense.
Right. From a competitive position, Amazon. And again, the share price and the shareholders give Amazon some benefits that no one else has.
And this holiday, tech and gaming items, are those the top sellers? Anything you can tell us about the upcoming holiday spending season? Smartphones expected to hit an all-time high, $2 billion in sales there.
Mm-hmm. It's always electronics during the holiday. TVs are big movers. You can get a 32-inch Insignia Smart Amazon Fire TV for $130 over the weekend.
I bought a TV.
Okay.
You did, huh?
Yeah, 50-inch.
On
Okay.
Cyber Monday?
4K.
Or Black Friday?
Over the weekend.
Okay.
My daughter bought one on Thanksgiving night.
How do you break down the low-end consumers and high-end consumers? You know, unemployment is very low.
Right.
It should be helping lower-income households. Are you seeing that in where the money is going in retail right now?
Yeah, because when you look at where those consumers spend, they spend at the dollar stores, they spend off price, and they spend in the discount stores. And those are 3 of the best categories we've been covering. The dollar stores have had a tremendous run. It seems like, you know, they can keep building stores without any issues, similar to Walmart maybe 10 years ago.
Dollar General in particular?
DG, yeah, anybody in that category is doing really well now. And it's not only the paycheck cycle. What we used to see was, on, say, the 13th day, you'd see a surge at the dollar stores because consumers are trying to stretch that paycheck an extra day or so. Now you don't see it as pronounced. There's more predictable spending going on at the dollar stores right now.
All right, we'll leave it there. Charlie, great insight.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
For
Hope
having
you'll
me.
come back soon. Charlie O'Shea from Moody's there.